Hi, welcome to Cooking Time. We're outdoors again in my backyard barbecuing. Actually, we're grilling, not barbecuing. Difference is grilling, high heat, quick cooking, barbecuing, slow heat, indirect cooking. We're going to do some great stuff today. I've got a pork tenderloin all marinated, and I'll show you how to make that marinade. I've got just a regular steak and a couple pieces of sausage, and I've picked up some things to go along with these. So first thing I want to do is to season up this steak. Now you have two choices. You can simply do salt and pepper, which is wonderful, or you can use something like an adobo. We're going to just do some salt and pepper on both sides, and you need to be careful to get these seasoned very good. See, I'm taking the salt from high above so that it evenly coats the meat. I understand that Jean-Georges Vongerichten from Jean-Georges Restaurant in New York actually tests people out to see if he wants them working in his kitchen by asking them simply to season a piece of meat. So I want to get this steak on the grill. I have 2 pieces of sausage. We'll get that cooking. And my marinated pork tenderloin. We'll just move these out of the way. And we'll close this up. We have to be careful of flare-ups so that we don't have any burned food on there. I'm going to try and get some nice grill marks, which we call quadrillage, going on all of those. Along with the sausage, I'm going to do some peppers and onions. I grew up having sausage, peppers, and onions at every outdoor barbecue, and it was simply a wonderful, wonderful memory. My father makes the most incredible sausage, peppers, and onions, and it's all about remembering those good times when you were young and no responsibility and the family around and everybody just cutting back and having a wonderful time. So I just want to peel this onion down. And I'm going to cut some thick slices of that onion. Now, we sometimes skewer the onions so they don't fall apart. I'm not going to worry about it today. I will scoop up anything that seems to fall apart that I can't. I'm just taking these couple loose pieces, which I know I'll lose immediately. I'll scoop them up with the tongs, and it'll all be fine. So you notice how a common thread here. Everything I do seems to get salted and peppered as we start. Seeing a little smoke in the background here, so I'll have to check on that, make sure that we don't have any huge flare-ups. As these onions start to cook, they loosen up and they will come apart. If you want to prevent that from happening, simply take some wooden skewers and slide them through if you want to hold that onion together. But again, today, it's all about the sausage, peppers, and onions. We're not worried about it being all in one piece. So, okay. Get these on the grill. Nice grill marks we're getting on the sausages. I'm turning them on a little bit of a 45-degree angle. Steak the same way. Turn that as well. And our pork cooking nicely. Going to lower the heat down a little bit on that. Okay, I did say peppers and onions, so we now need to do some peppers. I've got a red one and an orange one. I'm just going to slice the top off. And I'm going to get in here and just slice right around that core. Boy, the memories of outdoor barbecue. It means so many different things to so many people. Growing up in Jersey City, whenever we were having a big barbecue, you couldn't just run to your local supermarket and get ice. You had, a couple of choices. You make it yourself, or certain places, certain gas stations and truck stops, mostly truck stops, would have an ice vending machine. And you could actually buy cubes and blocks of ice. I'm just cleaning out whatever seeds, and see how I cut this open, there's some seeds stuck, so I clean that out. So I guess with long-haul truckers, they used to stop and load up their coolers with ice. So those truck stops always had these ice vending machines. And we would go and buy big blocks of ice. Then my father would kind of break it up with an ice pick. Or there was actually an ice factory in Lower Jersey City. And we would go down to the factory, and I could actually see the whole process of how they made this ice commercially. A little salt and pepper on this as well. So we would take all this ice home, and my dad would chop it up, and we'd have this incredible barbecue that was fairly simple with hamburgers and hot dogs, although he always made the sausage and peppers. And also, he used to, let me just get these peppers on here. He used to get a bushel of clams, and we would have clams on the half shell, and we would also get some shrimp and barbecue some shrimp. It was just wonderful. This steak looks about ready to, see the nice grill marks? So you get two opportunities to do this. So now I'm going to mark the other side. Sausages are grilling up nicely. I'm going to put them so that they stand upright, so they're a quarter of a turn turned, and my